Okay, we're going to go over the important links on the Pasco County School website. Of course, it's www.pasco.k12.fl.us. And we're going to go over some really essential links just to get you started and get your feet off the ground. Well, one of the things I want to talk about is Pasco County Schools introduces the online credit card payment option here if you have students that are in school. And the district's food and nutrition department also will take the online debit meal cards. But more importantly, I want to focus in on the employee links, the employee section. The first thing I want to talk about is this new link called technology. So with technology, all this site basically is a description of the resources that are available and links to tutorials on how they work. So for example, we're going to be going over all of these links here. Some of them, if they have to do with technology, are located right here where we're at right now in the technology section. These are short descriptions of how they work, and they are basic tutorials. So for example, Avatar is Pasco County's professional development management system. Teachers can use avatars to register for trainings, and you can do quite a bit more over there too. So if I wanted to find out more about it or even see a tutorial, those tutorials can be discovered through clicking that link. Our professional development page also has a tutorial on Avatar 101. Please see your ICT for a link to that. So each link is going to give you a little bit more information. That's going to teach you how to log in. Canvas. Canvas is a learning management system that we use. Teachers and students can automatically be registered, or are automatically registered, and teachers can use Canvas to post homework and assignments and allow students to upload. So if I wanted a tutorial on that, I can click over here, and there's more links to getting started with Canvas. Professional development also has supplied some tutorials in a 20-minute up and running, get your site up and running type of tutorial. And again, your ICT at your school has a link to that. Connect is the county's teacher website platform. It's basically your own website. And it's a simplified version of WordPress. And yet again, there's tutorials on how exactly to add things to your site. And just by clicking on that link, you can find so much more about it, and also how to get passwords, etc. Right here, this is information about where some of these tutorials are coming from. And that's run by the Otis Department, Office for Technology and Information Services. It contains information almost about everything having to do with educational technology in the county. It's your one shop for ideas and troubleshooting and advice. Okay, this is a huge one, and you're definitely going to want to pay attention to it. It's in the employee self-service. If I click on that link, there is some changes in the employee self-service. And what is the employee self-service? We're going to go ahead and look into that. You can reset the password here yourself. Assembler is the grading system. Here is where you can input grades for students. If I click on more information from this section, you can go ahead and yet again change your password from here. This is information on Google Apps, The Mind. It contains Pasco County's collection of online media, which is fantastic. Here's Office 365, many tutorials on how and who to call, on how to access those type of things. Okay, so let's get back to our employee section. If I click on the employee section, let's start with Avatar. We've already said Avatar is how you sign up for classes. It's very important that you use Firefox for this. And again, it's pretty user-friendly when you log in at first. You can find out how many points you have and what you need. Okay, so if we go back to employees, let's go to the calendar. The calendar is very important also. In this calendar, you can jump ahead to see what's coming up. If you also click Agenda, there are important dates that are pointed out to you also. For example, you see teacher planning days. All right, so let's go to the next section. Canvas, this is where we talked about Canvas is a learning management system. You can actually post your classes here. You can grade things here. You can have class discussions. Many, many things you can do with that, and there's many tutorials out there for that. Again, if you would like to get started with that, certainly see your ICT, as our department in professional development has created many tutorials for Canvas. This is a list of all the Canvas settings. I mean, all the Canvas courses, so that's a really neat resource to get to. Next, if I go to Care Here, Care Here is a truly wonderful resource, and we're blessed to have this in our county, and I'll tell you why. Because it's free care, doctor's appointments and things like that. If you log in, you can have access to doing blood work at a local site for yourself. You can schedule it, you can delete the schedule, and you can schedule doctor's appointments also. Next, we already talked about Connect. Here's where you can create your own website through WordPress. We already talked about the DIY tech tips. I'll click on that anyway, just to remind you. Here's tons of different resources on all of the educational technology in our county. Okay, from there, if you look under Educator Passport, those are some discounts that you can attain for being a Pasco County employee, such as, for example, your phone bill. Employee conduct information. Now here's one of the most important links is your employee self-service. And if you click on employee self-service and log in, it's going to show you how many sick days you have. It's going to show you copies of your checks that have been sent to you. It's going to show you a ton of information, certifications that you've had, etc. So that's a really, really super important link. Okay, job advertisements. If you click that, you can see how it's organized. Let's talk about Office 365. Once you do get your web page, not your web page, I'm sorry, you get your username and password for your email, you can click on that link and it's going to take you to what's known as a Microsoft Exchange server. And here with the Microsoft Exchange server, basically any email that you get, you can send it from, you can get it from any computer. Any email that you send will also have the ability to be recorded in the sense that it stays in your sent box. Let's see if we can get this started here. Okay, it doesn't look like it's online right now. Okay, but typically that's where you can log in and send mail. Okay, professional development. If you're an aspiring leader, if you're looking to develop on a professional level and become an assistant principal, principal sometime, here's all the information that you will need to know for that. Also is a link to professional development's YouTube section. Okay, so hit employee again, and back to technology. So those are the important links for everyone to, especially being a first-year teacher, if you were kind of lost and didn't know, where to get things, this would be the place to find them. So thank you for your time, and good luck.